Looking to go out in the town in the city of Boston for an affordable price and grab some great food, drinks, and atmosphere in the Seaport District? Well, look no further than newcomer Seaport Social. Seaport Social is a premier and authentic social house that is poised to proudly serve the Boston area for many years to come. Their mission is to provide high-quality food and unique craft beer selection, along with a welcoming atmosphere for all those that wish to witness firsthand what the Boston social spirit is all about. From a top-notch bar, great group seating, to their premier menu including their massive loaded nachos, endless craft beers on tap, and an exquisite espresso martini option. Look for manager Jimmy, who will satisfy your needs. A project that has been 4 years in the making is finally here. Seaport Social, which is located at 225 Northern Avenue in the Seaport District in Boston, will officially open its doors for their grand opening December 1st. Get there while you can and tell them Steele Nazz sent you. Eat, drink, social. That's what the Seaport Social does.
Episode 117. Welcome to Steele Nazz, brought by your hedge better from our headquarters in Braintree, Massachusetts.
Headquarters, baby, the motherland.
Tonight we got Magic Mike in the studio here. We got Mike Steele here. We got myself.
Top billing again
Nazz.
for me.
Got
Love
it.
that. And yeah, need it.
The Bruins have won 4 straight this week.
Decent.
Coming up on 5 against the Canadians. We record on a Wednesday night here. Hopefully get the job done Thursday.
Fuck them.
2
Fuck
stud
the Habs.
goalies. What should they do come the playoffs? That's the big question. The Celtics have been up in arms, kind of losing like 6 of their last 10 games. Jaylen Browns, tough comments on Boston. Championship or bust. Big question there. Mike Gesecki, I think we called it last week, signs with the Patriots. A lot of stuff going on today. UFC 286, Frank the Tank gets the win. March Madness. How you boys doing?
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Good.
You know, doing well. Great Wednesday.
Before we hop in, we had an episode 116. Bob Menery was on the podcast. Second road game for the boys. Me and Steele were absent. Magic Mike, Showtime, producer
Showtime
Justin.
Magic.
Showtime Magic got it
Showtime
done.
Magic.
Just give me some remarks on how did it come to be?
How'd it come to be?
Or whatever, yeah. Throw
If
it
you
out.
haven't listened to the pod yet, we do get into that. But how it came to be is just Showtime being Showtime, Menery being Menery, and Magic being Magic. Everyone played their parts, and we just landed at Bob Menery's apartment today, a couple days ago, whenever we were there, and we ripped it for a while.
God bless it.
It was excellent. He was as advertised. He was our white whale. Me and Showtimes. We've been chasing him since we met him at the Happy
A
Dad
while, yeah.
inaugural. We've been chasing
You
him.
got him.
We finally
got him.
harpooned him as we
Yeah.
told him, and more to come. Maybe more to come. We didn't leave, the conversation didn't end with "We'll never see you again."
Yeah. Good.
He could be around here. He might be Martini Boys thing we discussed involved with him.
It sounds like a capture. It sounds like the U.S. capturing Osama bin Laden or something.
We did capture. I felt like we captured him.
Fair comparison, yeah.
It was awesome. It was probably my favorite interview to date.
Nice.
I'd have
Love
to
it.
say.
Love it. No, very proud of you guys.
You guys ran pretty long too, which is always a great thing. So we have 2 episodes this week. There's a bonus episode of just the boys shooting the breeze about the latest sports in Boston and all around. Great to see. Episode 116. Go check it out on our YouTube page, Instagram, you name it, social media. We're there.
Let it rip with the Ripper Magoo, man.
Ooh, there you go.
Look out.
Good plug. Mike Steele just getting back from Nashville.
World's greatest city.
Blacked out a couple days.
Continues. So what? Honky tonk. God bless
Did you
that
fall
place.
over the honky tonk?
No. Surprisingly, no.
Got my
There was
Nashville
one
switch
kid
on.
who fell, and it was one of the toughest falls that I've seen. He didn't fall off hockey tonk. He was on one of those scooters, and he was ripping it. And he just ate shit on Broadway. So maybe beside one of those paddle boat things, like the paddle bars.
Yep.
So there had to be at least 300 people directly just pointing and laughing at this kid. It was a dark moment for that kid.
Was he
Tough to bounce back.
going fast? He was
going
flying
pretty.
on it?
He got hurt. He definitely.
Not to
did.
mention, if you're in Nashville, I'm sure where he landed, half the people there are wasted. So it's 5 times funnier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, the paddle bar was just geeking at the kid. They
Made their
were
day.
just pointing. Yeah, and they're just paddling going by, just laughing at this kid.
What does it mean? Fall off the honky tonk? Did you say that?
It's a 3rd floor. It would have me falling off a railing.
Oh, okay.
Dead.
Yeah, I've been. I thought I didn't know if it was a bowl. Like there was a
Oh,
honky
yeah.
tonk bowl down there.
Going down in hockey talk would be an honor.
Have people fallen off that railing on that at that bar?
They were
Honky
so-
Tonk Central.
It's
So-
definitely not mentioned, if so.
The week before we
That-
went
they'd be
last
shut
year,
down.
or maybe the week, I think when we were there, someone fell I think there was Tootsies or something. Like
Yeah, that's across the street.
someone fell through the bathroom from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor.
Fuck, that's hilarious.
Like
If
that-
they were okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think they were fine, but it made the news and everything, and we happened to be there. I think
We
that
were
was
at
last year.
Tootsie's this past weekend. We were there
Oh,
for a
nice.
day.
Would
there
you
you go.
rate it better than Boston for St. Patty's Day weekend?
No, just because of like it means more to Boston. Like that was more like it was definitely more of just like that's Nashville, but everyone wore green, kinda.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Like that's just like what
I didn't know if
Broadway
they
does.
geared it into another level.
Yeah,
for,
like there
that
wasn't a
weekend.
parade or anything, but it was rocking. There was a shit ton of people.
I feel like that comparison too is like, oh, give me like you only have one Boston, St. Patty's Day or Nashville. You got to take Boston all day. It's the whole.
yeah, that's like
heritage
the
and
one day of like
yeah.
the city. But
We've
like
done
that's,
so many of them. It's
know,
nice
that's
to
what I mean.
broaden.
Now
Like
it's-
Chicago's got a good one.
Agreed. Yeah, the green water there, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's nuts.
we got to replace.
But it was
Chicago.
awesome. If you haven't been to Nashville, go like 100%. Our Airbnb was like down the street from the first time we went. It was like that same complex of buildings.
Oh wow!
Like we noticed it going in. Like we
I'll
were,
ask
like,
you
the-
another question off camera to see if you did the same thing from the time before.
Nope.
No. Good.
Strip
Good.
clubs.
Yeah. We'll not
Off
strip,
air?
not strip clubs off air. Don't want to embarrass a kid. Bruins getting back on their ways after losing to the Red Wings and Blackhawks have maneuvered off 4 straight wins. I'm already calling it. I'm going to be sitting in the TD Garden tomorrow night as the Bruins take on the shitty Canadians with 62 points. I'm going to say 5-game winning streak here. Still, it's been great to see. I think they're outscoring their opponents the last 4 games. Look at this math right now. 17-3.
Pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
On the road?
On the road.
One at home, maybe?
Sens at home. The pretty good
Rest on
game
the
last
road.
night. The resurgence and comeback of Jacob DeBruskoff injury has been key for this team. He's been such a spark plug after being a complete shitbag last year, trying to get the coach fired, which, I mean, he successfully did. But
And now we're the greatest team on earth.
Yeah, so-
Did Jake DeBrusk fucking save the
team.
Bruins? Yeah.
Probably.
What a turn of events.
And like all the additions, Dmitry Orlov has been a big pickup.
Decent.
Bertuzzi, he's
Great
like been,
player.
he should have like 5 goals already, but
Yeah.
it's just like piped out everyone. Hathaway scored his 2nd goal the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Playing great.
they played the Sabres the other night. I think they're now outscoring them 14-1 in 2 straight games.
Oh yeah, I mean
Isn't
the
that
entire
nuts?
thing's incredible. Like the Senators last night, I think the last like minute and a half had 6-on-4,
They did.
and they did not get one shot on goal.
They didn't. Yeah, Ullmark had 40 saves in the dub.
Yeah,
Sitting at 113 points right now. They've played 70 games, so they need 19 points to break the record, and they have 12 games left.
24.
So 24 possible points they could get, and they need 19 of them. Doable. You're kind of talking about a 10. What's that? 10
10 and 12.
and 12.
10 and 2.
10 and 2.
Out of 12.
Yeah, 10 and 2.
Yeah, 10 and 2.
Maybe even like 9, 2 and 1.
You could mix a few ones
Yeah,
in there.
mix a 1 or 2 in. But I don't, like I said, I've been saying this all year. I don't give a shit about the record.
No, we want
It
the
would
cup.
be nice. We want the cup.
Facts.
You want the President's Trophy just so, I think home ice out of any, I think, sport. Maybe
Yeah, big in hockey.
maybe
I'm big in
football. Hockey's huge. I mean, you saw it last year, and the team that we've been kind of not fearing, but that's the next best opponent is the Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, that series last year, we won 3 at home. They won 4 in their own house, and that was the difference in the series, getting home ice. And I
And
think
it was
it's
like
gonna be big.
convincing wins for each side on both. Like that was a great series to like show the difference.
So, I mean, I speak that Ullmark had 40 saves the other night. Jeremy Swayman, I think, 3rd star of the month of March, or I think it was like the week or something like that.
Yeah.
But you obviously have 2 great goaltenders here. Jeremy Swayman's come in, played really well. I hate this whole talk of the shuffle. How this isn't pee-wee hockey, people. That when the clock doesn't strike with 10 minutes left in the second period, we're swapping the goalie so everyone gets a turn. Come playoff time, best goalie the whole season has been Linus Ullmark. He's got to be your starter. You got to ride with them right away. I think if, God forbid, if this team, struggles in the first round and you see them go down 2-0 or something going on the road, I think that's when you got to switch goalies. But, this is Ullmark's net. Swayman's played well. He was a little bit rocky early in the season. They're 51.
He's been lights out, yeah.
They're 54, 11, and 5.
I think
neither of them have lost too many games.
I think Swayman's statistically like the 7th best goalie in the league.
Yeah, and that's insane.
And that's even extra insane when like number 1 is the other goalie. Like I've never been more down for switching. I'm not saying they should, but then like this tandem right here. Because there'd be no beef. They fucking love each other.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, Ullmark would probably literally be like, yo, you want game 3? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that. They're just keeping it going. It is Ullmark's net, but you just got to get ready. And, if you can keep, if something were to happen, if you could keep him, like towards the end of the year, I don't know, give him a little bit of a rest, play Swayman a few more, I guess.
I think once they lock up the President's Trophy or at least the Eastern Conference, they'll start being like, all right, every other game. I think they're giving at least Ullmark like every 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I think it's like 2-1.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think you got to play Ullmark. But this team is so much deeper and it's because of the goaltending. It's because of the accessibility they've had behind the pipes this season. Obviously, their offense has been nuts with not just the first liner or even second liners, but secondary scoring.
Oh, yeah, because there's no fear.
Yeah.
You got the goalie back there. There's nothing you're afraid of. You can just go up there like the defenseman can try to do stuff that you normally can't do if you got a shaky goalie back there. And it just helps everything. It helps the power play, which has been struggling, but like if you're worried about Pasta, Marchand, and Bergeron like figuring it out, you're an idiot. Like that's going to happen eventually.
No, what went wrong too in those 3 out of 4 games, they caused turnovers in their own zone, which would capitalize on goals for the other team. Minor hiccups. You're not going to be perfect all season.
3 out of 4 games is the worst they've gone through all year.
Yeah, which is nuts.
That's
wild.
crazy.
Where March Madness right now.
That's nuts. That's like just insane.
It's not wood.
Yeah. It's covered. It is. They don't know that.
It'll be interesting to see the lines too, because Taylor Hall just practiced yesterday. Hasn't played in probably 3 weeks to a month. Bertuzzi's in there now. Do we see Bertuzzi get moved like the fourth line?
That would be awesome.
That would be you already have a great fourth line. And now you're gonna put a second liner on fourth. That's just.
It's a first liner on Detroit.
Yeah, the rich getting richer. Yeah.
Like that's like we'd have a first line on fourth line, an MVP on the third line, an all check second line, and then just like an all world first line. Just fucking nonsense.
Pastrnak, 48 goals, 45 assists, having not a career because he does that all the time. He's been playing well.
50 for Pasta. Let's go.
50 would be nice. Two in the last 12. I think that's doable.
We got robbed of that in 2020.
Yeah.
Get 48 then.
Marchie's had a good year, 20 goals. Bergeron, 26. Fourth is the guy we were just talking about, Jake DeBrusk, 23. And how about our guy, Pavel Zacha, 18 goals.
A lot of money there.
A lot of money. Cashed in last week. FanDuel, plus 400. I boosted it to plus 800 when he scored. So I think I put like 50 on it. Easy 400.
It was probably
right
like a bar down fucking pick.
He honestly missed an open net twice, and then he absolutely rifled one top shelf.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? He's not trying to give you the easy one for that 300.
But
you boosted it. You weren't getting an easy one, dude.
Even guys like the other night, Charlie Coyle's played amazing for this team.
He's been great. He's been fantastic.
Talked about it. 13 goals, 27 assists. Trent Frederick, that was bullshit the other night. Them stopping that fight. Do you see that?
It was.
That was such a clash. He got beat up early, but he battled back. Got basically the upper hand. Would you say? Started beating this guy's head, and then they just break it up. I think the refs deserve it.
Yeah, the refs. Yeah, fuck them. You see that ref that went up on the net to see the puck?
That was some horny shit. That was some blue chew stuff.
Yeah, that guy was extremely intense. It was incredible.
It's worth the watch.
But with Coyle though, it's I think he's having a bounce back year and a great year because he went back to what he is and should be.
Yeah.
Last year he was our David Krejci replacement. which like fuck,
That's
like
not
no,
him.
you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, you're not. You are a third line center.
Herb Brooks, play your game.
Yeah, exactly. And he's
Play your
back to
game.
that, and he's doing a great job with it. Grinded it out, getting some goals.
So after Montreal, they got kind of a hell of a 2-game stretch. Saturday, they got matinee at home against Tampa. That's going to be a tilt. And then, back-to-back games, and then Carolina on the road, 5 o'clock. There's going to be some good hockey this weekend. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, yeah. Get ready. Get ready.
I think those are probably their 2 biggest threats. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Tampa and Carolina, at least in the Eastern. Actually, no, in the whole NHL. The West sucks.
Pummel them.
West
Break them.
blows. But then you got Columbus. St. Louis hasn't had a good year. Well, you got Jersey, Pittsburgh. It's a little bit of mix of good and bad.
Columbus had a huge comeback last night, and Buchagras was getting so pissed at them on Twitter because he like wants them to get Bedard.
Oh.
And he was like, dude, fucking tank. Like in Buchagras' way. Like he was like, what are you doing winning this game? Like get the first pick, you morons.
Tank for Wiggins. Yeah, but good to see. Hopefully they keep riding high going in the playoffs. Team that we also hope rides some more success into the playoffs, but it's kind of received some failures is the Boston Celtics. Actually they had a nice win the other night against the Kings. Give them that.
I had one more thing on the Bruins, and it was tomorrow night is the only game of the season where the Canadians play in TD Garden, which is just proof that is a cowardly team in City.
Why is that?
They only came here once. They're supposed to play at least twice.
Why didn't they play twice?
I don't know. Why didn't they?
Wow.
They didn't.
Because they're scared.
Scared, exactly.
Scared.
Probably paying Gary Bettman off.
I want to win 10-0 tomorrow night. 10.
Let's get it.
Triple digits.
Smoke them if you got them, bees.
I'm sitting there tomorrow night. You know I'm putting all my money on Pavel Zach and a rip one.
What do you think? What are you thinking for concessions?
Oh, concessions? I don't know.
Got anything in mind?
Definitely not a Mexican Bowl. Stay away from the Mexican Bowl line.
Oh.
You know
yeah.
What the fuck? Going the garden to get in a Mexican Bowl?
No, but like if you've seen people wait in line there,
No.
it's tragic. It's tragic.
I don't think
I didn't even know they had that.
I was about to say I don't think I've ever like gave that but the time of day.
Concessions are like hot dogs, popcorn, pretzels,
you know
chicken
what's a
and
good one there?
fries.
Sal's Pizza.
Yeah.
It's like a
The
long slice.
long
The long
slice.
slice.
That's the best thing you can get there. Don't debate me. That's how it is.
Yeah.
What is the popcorn good or something?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
It's a good dessert. You get the popcorn towards the end.
Stay away from the margaritas in there. Just get beer. Just get
Yeah.
beer. Let's not get crazy.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hop on the bandwagon. It's almost my time. It's almost,
ready.
I'm not going to start watching now, but I
got
will be
about
ready
2
to
weeks.
defend the wall with Mr. Steele here.
The wall.
Defend the beard or
Light it up.
take down the beard,
Yeah,
however
exactly.
you want to say it.
Yeah, should have shirts.
Beard's still on the line, right?
Of course.
Good.
It is till we wet it.
Now, will you defend the other team in the Garden? Will you hop
The
on their
Celtics? Oh,
bandwagon?
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Bleed some green.
I think they're less likely to pull it off for sure these days, the way things are looking.
I
but-
think so. They played pretty good last night against
played great.
the Kings. Jason Tatum was Jason Tatum, 36 points. I haven't seen that in a while. I had a huge beef with, I was going to mix in him and Smart, but I'll just stick to Smart because Tatum played well the other night. Marcus Smart just is a ball hog. Just
Are you going to start going at him?
He had 15 shot attempts last night. That's even too many. I was watching a game the other night, the game they lost against the Jazz. He had 10 field goal attempts in the first half.
Nice.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
I think Joe Mazzulla, Derek White's been your third best player probably all season between him and Brogdon. Pick your poison. They're both playing pretty good. He didn't play at all in the fourth quarter against the Jazz. You blow that lead. Oh,
I'm a giant Marcus Smart fan, but we like for the sake of the team right this second, like Derek White should probably play more than him.
yes.
Like just
It's
straight
not
up.
even a question.
Yeah, like I mean, like he's just playing better. That's the
You saw last night.
it's crunch time now.
Yeah.
It is not. It is not January anymore. Like you need to win these games.
It's sad to see because
And Marcus has been the one that wins that game. Like he's been that guy in years past. But right this second, I think he's still laboring with. I can't think of the injury he had. I think it was like legs or something.
I thought it was
Fingers,
no?
maybe. I'm not sure, but I know it's like a lingering thing. And I think it's just Derek White needs to be back there when the time counts at the moment.
He's just so good on both ends of the floor. I mean, obviously the Jays lead the way, but he's right there in the supporting cast. Al Horford played pretty good last night. He's just solid,
That was
fundamental guy.
like Tatum obviously came back and bounced back, but that was the most complete game they've played in like a month.
Yeah.
Like as like a team, that was the team that was playing at the beginning of the
And
game.
the Kings are hungry. They said this is going to be their first time making the playoffs since like 06.
Yeah, no,
That's wild.
Monty
That is
Brown,
wild.
Monty Brown, coach of the Kings.
Yeah.
Coach of the year by miles.
Yeah, Miles.
Like literally miles. Like the Sacramento Kings are the 3 seed.
I
in
didn't
the
even know
West.
who was on their team besides like De'Aaron Fox. Found out that Sabonis was on it. I guess he's been playing some good basketball.
He had a wild triple double
Yeah.
last night. It was like 16,
Bonus?
like
16,
13.
Why do I know
13,
that name?
12.
You'd probably recognize
white
him
guy?
by like he is,
Played for the
Play for
Pacers.
the. I
Yeah.
used to have his Top Shot. That's
Oh,
the only
nice.
reason I know. him.
Unreal.
Top Shot
Are those
was
still
my.
out there?
I don't know.
Is that a thing? And Top Shot's still
I don't know. Top Shot was. Yeah, they're still making them, but
But I
they ain't
think,
making money off. 'em.
getting back to the negativity side of it, I just don't think Joe Mazzulla has the respect of these guys or like has an idea what he's doing. I think he's learning day by day, but it's tougher. Ime Udoka came in here like a bat out of hell, turned this team around, made the playoffs, got to the finals last year. This is not the same team. Might have a lot of the same players, but they're playing 3-ball, hoping they hit some shots. They're not playing too much defense. Still let up over 105 points last night. That's not going to be good enough come the postseason. Joe Mazzulla, Marcus Smart, both on my shit list. And also entering the shit list is Jaylen Brown, despite his great play, 10 for 16, 27 points last night. He got on social media something just saying, like, if Boston doesn't need me, like, that's fine. They're welcome to move on from me. Basically just saying, like, eventually he's going to want out. Because I think he's jealous of Jason Tatum. I think he's kind of a little bit of a right to be. But, this is just the guy who just likes to bitch about everything. And I'm kind of
He's a Kanye guy.
getting sick of his
I-
shit.
I
Rides with
think
Kanye.
He's a Kyrie guy.
I
yeah.
think he did
Kyrie too.
in that though, like in
Kanye
those
too, though, right?
comments.
He rides with Kanye too. No, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know. What does it matter?
I see Kanye's name in something. I kind of just like fucking move on.
Yeah.
But
That's a goat.
I'm pretty sure he like realized what he said in that interview and like immediately started to like backtrack.
Okay, good. At
Like
least
he
heard
did,
that.
he was immediately like, yeah, fuck, like I said that, like that came out wrong or something. Like, well, he didn't say that.
There's
but
always
he was like,
drama with this team.
he was
I've
like, I'm here
noticed.
for the
Like,
team.
there's always
Ah.
drama, like with when things are going bad, when they can't be perfect.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fuck,
the
it's just a
NBA.
city. It's a city. If I was him, I
Yeah.
would want to get the fuck
No,
out
I
of here.
think
Now that I just said it, like you haven't been on Marcus Smart's ass all year. Last year you were though,
Yeah, because
and they still made the shit.
No,
he got a little
unexpectedly.
bit better. He started playing more team basketball, and now he's getting away from that a little bit.
no, it
Fair
is like a
enough.
battle between Boston sports fans for biggest like switches between the Red Sox and the Celtics.
What do you mean?
Like over 3-game spans throughout the
They'll just
season, they are
switch their
winning the
vibe.
championship,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they are the worst team in the history of the sport. Like, and it happens every year throughout it.
Right
Like,
now, they're the worst team in the history of sport.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And it's absolutely insane. It's great. It's much worse, in my opinion, with the Red Sox.
Oh, it's way worse. Red Sox is they could be 40.
Well, they
and
haven't even
19.
been good in forever.
No, when the
They're
Red
gonna be good,
when the
though.
Red Sox won in 2018, like you would have listened to the radio and thought they were awful.
Yeah. That's why it's best in the
That team
city
won,
to
like,
be like the
118,
Celtics
like-
were last year, getting shit on all year, and then they shock
No,
you
just-
and make it run.
If you make a
And
run,
then it's
at
like
the
it
end of the
doesn't
year-
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like we didn't care if they won that ship because we were like, we're happy to be here. We're just happy to be in a ship. And now this year was like, no, they have to win now. Like why?
Back on the Jaylen
That's
Brown.
pretty hard. That's
That
harsh.
It is harsh.
It is.
On the,
Especially when all these teams are just as fucking good, if not better than.
I mean,
Last year.
they showed like the last like 4 games against the Kings, and I think it was worse than what you said with the Bruins Sabres thing. Like it was like we outscored them by like 113 over like 4 games.
it's the Kings and Sabres, both like loser franchises. At this point.
Exactly, but like they might make the finals. Go Kings!
Yeah, go Kings is right.
Go Kings!
Ride the Kings.
Light the beam.
Back on the Jaylen Brown comments. If you were to rewind to the beginning of the season with this Durant for Jaylen Brown, would you have made that trade now? Just
No.
thinking about it.
I don't know. It's tough because like I have more faith in Jaylen Brown like being there at the end of the year,
Agreed.
and I'd rather that like the best like you need to be available.
My answer is still Jaylen Brown. Availability is the
I
best
guess I'd
Yeah.
I'd change my mind if Durant wins a ship with the Suns.
He's not gonna.
So then no. Because the Suns are just as good a
Like if
contender.
you're going just ball
you
for
know?
ball, like obviously like Kevin
So
Durant
if-
is like better, but like
If
But
we were
he's like-
making that trade, it was to win a ship.
yeah,
So
of course.
if he can't automatically light that switch, then fucking, I'd rather Brown.
Yeah,
Stick with the core.
Durant's like 34. You know what I mean? Like Jaylen
34
Brown-
with
That-
knees
yeah.
like shit.
He's
Legs
definitely
like
leaving you at
shit.
the end of the year. Maybe Browns is feeling some type of way right now. So for the better part, he's been here with
But
us, riding
to
with
your
us.
point, Magic, whenever they like start sucking, everyone starts bitching about it, including themselves. And then winning cures everything. So let's just start seeing a lot more of that. Their over under for the preseason was 54.5. They are at 50-23. They have 9 games left. They need to go 5-4. You think they pull it off?
Yes.
Let's see the games.
One's the Bucks, and that's a must win.
So that's a must win. They're going to be continually battling for the 2-1 seed. So Indiana, San Antonio, Washington, all winnable games.
Yep.
Milwaukee, that's up in the air. And then you got Utah, who's a good team, but beatable team. Philly's another showcase game. You never know what can happen. Toronto twice always give you a tough time. And then Atlanta for the finale. So, yeah, I think 5 wins is doable. But you got to get a couple out of the way in the beginning of that schedule. Starting Friday night at home against the Indiana Pacers.
Huge game at Philly under the bright lights by 20.
By 20.
By 20. Fuck them.
They had
I
Mike,
love it. At least we're consistent on the Philly. The Sixers.
No,
hate
Sixers,
it.
yeah, no way.
We'll never give them respect.
They had Mike,
Naz sometimes does, but we won't.
they had Mike
Disgusting.
Gorman
Get
on
Joel Embiid out of my face.
on Toucher and Rich this morning. They had Mike Gorman, like longtime Celtics
Oh
announcer.
yeah, no, stop.
And he was just basically saying, like, is it a failed season if they don't win the NBA Finals? Like, no. Like, a good teams like Milwaukee and, like, Philadelphia. And I think it was, like, Fred was just right away. He's just like, I get you on Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a great team. But if you lose to the Philadelphia in any series in the playoffs, that's a huge letdown
Yeah.
because we have their number.
I would
Yeah.
be livid.
I'd
losing
still
to
say it's
76ers.
conference finals against the Bucks or bust.
Exactly.
Like, that's
100%,
fine.
100%.
I'm good with that. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis drops like 50, 20, and 15 like
Well,
in
let's-
game 6. It's like
If
fuck,
they lose
like,
to a shit bum team in the playoffs, won't be good with that.
I will-
Then you have to go to the drawing board.
One thing
with
about
that.
this year though is if we make the finals, got to get there. Just saying, if it's at least probably not going to be against a Dynasty Warriors team, so there's
Yeah.
going to be they were easy to lose to, as easy as losing in finals is.
Yes.
Like it's like the Warriors. They're
If we
4th
play
one.
them too, like, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, but like you know what I
Unless they
mean,
beat
like if like fucking Jokic and the Nuggets, dude, like fuck that.
To Magic's point, I do agree with the Milwaukee, like, get to Milwaukee in the conference finals or bust.
Yeah,
There is a little loophole for that for me. If you win that series, you have to win the finals. You are not losing the finals 2 years in a row. We're not getting halfway to, Buffalo Bills. We're not doing it. I don't want to be.
Yeah. At that point, I'll agree. It's a bust.
Yes.
At that
We'll see.
point, if they
You
can
lose
make
in
it
the
there,
finals
if
again.
they make it there, it's a bust of a season. If they don't
Finish the job.
then it looks like we don't have finishers on this team. And then that's what it always came down to with what should we get rid of Tatum and all these crews? There was always like, are they finishers? Are they fucking legit superstars?
Why don't you get
Is
them
he
over
the
In
the,
a
guy?
superstar league.
Why don't you get them over the Club Alex's? They'll finish it.
I don't know what it's going to take. We're going to see. I hope they can finish because otherwise I'll be the first to jump down their throat and say, blow them up.
Blow them up.
get him out of here. Get him
Blow
out of
'em
here.
up.
Because then what, are we going to ride another season and make it to the finals again and lose again? Because then we'll really be like, fucking, what are we doing with these
Yeah,
idiots?
then we're really the Bills, and you don't want to be the Bills.
You
don't
not
wanna
wanna
be the Bills.
Do not. So 9 games left, sitting at the 2 seed up by a game over the Sixers. 2 games back of first place of the Bucks. Right now, I mean, obviously the play-in plays in, but the 7 seed right now is the Miami Heat, and that's a pretty damn good coach team. So you never know what can happen there. Jimmy Butler's a dog. Hopefully they can get above Brooklyn there, so the Heat don't play, us in the first round.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Heat are the only scary team in that playing thing.
Season ended today, we'd be playing them all. I mean, there's a play-in, but
I mean, like, no, yeah, like I'm not saying like I'm worried about them, but like the other 3, like if the fucking Hawks, Raptors, or Bulls win that, like who cares?
I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get done. All Lakers out of the playoffs, nice. Moving on.
Love to see it.
UFC 286, Leon Edwards. I was surprised once again defeat Kamaru Usman in pretty fantastic fashion.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Describe how this happened to me. I need
when he
full
lost the
detail.
point, I wasn't sure if he was gonna win.
Yeah.
I thought the lost point might have fucked him.
But I felt like he
did win.
He was controlling the fight. He was obviously more dominant in this fight than he was the last fight. I mean, he just had a dominant moment the last fight.
Yeah.
But he kind of.
You guys said he had never won a round against Usman.
He never had.
I threw
that's a
Usman in a parlay.
Oh.
Yo, you won the John Jones one. I don't feel bad for you.
Fair.
Yeah. And I mean, Usman.
Usman was supposed to be easy win.
He got knocked out. It might have shook him.
I think it shook him.
I think it might have shook him.
I think he's shook because I don't think Leon Edwards is that good.
He's pretty good. He's pretty fucking good.
I think he'll take down Colby Covington. He's going to fight Colby?
He is going to fight Colby, which is kind of bullshit. Colby should have to fight someone before he gets that. If Colby hasn't fought in a year and a half.
I only tuned in for that one, so it was great to see Leon.
Fizzy and Gaethje was fucking nuts.
Yeah, tell me a little, because I saw the guy's face.
The first round, Fizzy had won, handedly. He was kind of giving Gaethje the work. It was kind of on the fence.
It was only a 3-round fight, right?
Yeah, it was only 3 rounds. The second round, Gaethje won, and it was pretty convincingly. And then the third round, Gaethje went full the Tony Ferguson fight of fucking drilling him. It was incredible. Wow. Some of the best striking you'll ever see was in the third round of that fight.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
What a card. Gaethje comes back.
How did Leon beat him? Was it striking, takedowns?
A lot of striking, a lot of kicks.
He's a huge,
and he did
kick
him.
He
did kick him in the balls.
Up.
Yeah, there were a lot of kicks. He was grabbing the ring a little bit also.
Oh, what are you trying to say here?
He might have been taken down once or twice.
Was it a home crowd, home cooking?
I personally thought it was going to be a tie.
Tie? Can that happen?
A draw?
It could, and especially with the point deduction. That was just huge.
Then they're both 1-1-1, and then you make more money off a fourth fight. Wow. That's why I was like, it could be a tie.
That would suck.
That would have sucked. I'm glad they gave it to. I think Leon deserved it. I think Leon deserved to win.
And it was in Wembley.
Yeah.
It was in London.
It was a home game.
Home game.
That's
home game.
I'm glad he won there. I should have taken that, and that should have been taken more into account. We're hometown people, when the fans get involved,
you are definitely more fired up.
The pre-fight interviews was hysterical. I'll give Usman credit. He had the last round when he's Leo, his trainer. Yeah. Kamaru copied him.
Nice.
He's they called it a miracle you beat me, shit like that.
Gotta love it.
That's pretty sick. And then after Real recognized Real, Kamaru Usman gave him a big shout out Kamaru Usman go down as probably a top 5 UFC guy of all time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. His legend is etched in stone.
Well, now we'll see. Is he gonna fall off or is he gonna come back up? We'll see.
We will see.
I think he'll come back up, but one more bad fight and I'm out on that.
Yeah, we'll see. Losing to Leon Edwards isn't that bad. Leon Edwards is very he's gonna beat a lot of people.
Agreed.
When's McGregor back in town?
After the Ultimate Fighter, I think it's after the summer.
Michael Chandler.
He's fighting Michael Chandler. I don't think there's a set date.
Got it.
The next
will
card,
that Covington fight be soon?
No, that'll be a while. The next one is Adesanya Pereira 2 in 3 weeks, and that should be sick.
Okay. Always a big Izzy guy.
Ugh, gross.
We like talking about our local fighters. Last Thursday, I got the privilege of going to watch our guy Francis Hogan, Weymouth, Mass native, 22 years old.
Frank the Tank, baby.
I think 13 now, 14-0 with 13 knockouts. Good fight from him. Finished it off after the 5. The guy who didn't come up for 6, I think he had a broken rib. But it was
rib shots.
Yeah, but it was pretty good. It was the guy was a tough competitor. Francis got banged up a little bit, got stitches around his eye.
Oh wow!
Certainly wasn't a one-sided battle. Definitely won by definitely won.
Yeah,
but he the other.
It wasn't one of the ones where he just gave it in a round.
Not the 3 and 47 guy where you're concessions were horrible.
Hate to see it. Yeah, what was the vibe there?
There's a lot of people. Because it was a fighter from North Shore area. He was making his pro return. He was 30-3. I'm trying to remember his name. But either way, he got a great crowd. He's 35.
It really does come down to what fighters bring in big.
Yeah, he was
crews.
nasty. Back on the like concessions though, like $15 beers. We didn't really.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Gross.
brutal.
That's garbage.
Their pizza, like they definitely just went to like a Stop and Shop, hit like the frozen section.
Yeah,
like,
some
disgusting.
Helios fucking
call it a
around.
day. Not even that. It was like
Sometimes
Stop
when
and
it's a,
Shop brand,
Yeah.
fucking.
when it's a concession though, I'll fuck with the Stop and Shop. I'm like,
we
there's
It's the
decided-
something
best
that-
slice of
there's
pizza
something
I've ever
exciting
had.
about being drunk at an event and just being like, this Celeste pizza's hitting.
Yeah,
right
look
now.
at this
Like,
fucking
it's the only
bullshit.
place
I
it will
love
hit.
That's
Yeah.
good though, dude. But that's the most painful shit to see. Like in any fight, boxing, UFC, like a guy goes down by like a gut shot.
Yeah.
You see a dude get hit in the chest, and then like it takes like 1 full second, and the guy just like crumbles in pain.
There was some
and it's like a-
there was some hecklers on Francis' side. He had everyone going Frank the Tank, and
Good.
then there's a kid behind us was like squeeze his dick or I don't know, like got really loud.
What do you
Everyone
mean
could hear
squeeze
it.
his dick?
Exactly
like
what I do. mean.
screaming, like
They were
screaming.
screaming,
Like someone in the stands, yes.
screaming, squeeze his
Like
dick.
squeeze his dick, like yeah, something nuts. Squeeze his dick, but
Is that in reference to him coming out of the Borat outfit or something?
kinda. I don't know. Got his own float at the Southie Parade Sunday.
I saw that. Yeah,
He was
Nice.
Frank the Tank's
doing-
Tank
Fuck,
time.
let's go, Frank the Tank.
I thought
That's
his
awesome.
his weigh-in attire was phenomenal.
So I
It
think
was all phenomenal.
who stole the show. We're trying to get him on the show, actually. King Colin Walsh from Cork, Ireland. He's the only boxer signed with UFC endorsements. He was the main event of the fight, and he fucking tuned up whoever he fought. He's
Massacre.
6-0. He's 22 years old. He's the same weight class as Francis.
They might fight.
Oh,
No, they're not. They're not
Why?
gonna fight. Francis ain't ready for that. I love Francis, but that kid's a bad man. He had a pretty good story too. He went from like barely graduating high school to like being an alcoholic, like working jobs, and now he's like
Sober?
Yeah,
Sorry,
now
just
he's sober, like
Alright.
7-0,
sober and kicking ass.
kicking ass. Like has a bunch of deals, lives in LA. Like kid's kind of a big deal, and like he put on a show, dude. Like there was no question. This is gonna be like a type of McGregor in the sport of boxing.
Love it.
Interesting.
Someone who is like that I have lost all respect for is Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Coward.
Really?
Usyk has been trying to fight that guy for months, and Tyson Fury was like, "We got to fight. It's got to be at Wembley. We got to split it 70-30 me." And Usyk was like, "Give me the fucking contract. It's 70-30 you. Like I don't care. Like do it." And they like signed it. He was talking shit on Instagram, and then today Fury backed out again because of like keeping more things on top of already getting 7-30.
Jesus.
And Usyk was like, "Fuck this, dude! Like you're just a pussy." And he's been a giant pussy about it. I like Tyson Fury. I did.
I love Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
That's
but he
tough
has
to
been
hear.
a giant pussy for the last.
Oh, that's tough. He's a big
2
man
months.
too. That's a big
Yeah,
man.
he's probably got 100 pounds on Usyk, and he's running.
Why?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think he's scared of a man much smaller than him.
Maybe he's gonna give it to his brother.
Maybe Usyk is a badass though. Like he went to like Ukraine to fight in the war like immediately.
Yeah, so that could
Yeah, he's very intense.
maybe he's a little scared. Speaking
Not
of
messing
people who
around.
weren't scared of the moment last night, Team Japan with a W over Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. I watched throughout. I know people get bored of baseball, whatever that means, but last night was a great showing. I didn't even care. Obviously, I was rooting for my home country, but to see Shohei Ohtani put on. It was cool to see that last there with Ohtani versus Trout for all the marbles. Ohtani strikes him out at the end of the game.
It's so funny how big of a deal that is, and how like during it they were like, "This is two of the greatest to ever play like the game." Like they're on the same team, and that team sucks. It's unbelievable. Like it really is. And I mean, hell of a pitch taking down Trout. And there was some
What
crazy.
was it?
It was a
3-2
slider.
3-2 frisbee slider on the outside corner. Whiffed
Was it a
hard.
tight game?
3-2.
3-2.
3-2. And there was some wild stat today that was like Mike Trout has like 3 swings and misses in like 24 of his like 20,000 career at bats or something like that. Like it was absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like I don't know what it was. And like one of them was that. One of them was that one.
Can someone explain how I saw like KFC and Frank the Tank blowing up about it when that dude from the Mets got hurt when his team won? I thought they won the ship. I thought were they just celebrating like advancing to another round?
Yeah, so they beat the Dominican Republic, who has the best talent on their roster, to get to the next round. Puerto Rico won. He closed it out, so they all celebrated on top of him.
And that's probably like a rivalry, like in baseball. That's
Well,
probably a
definitely.
big
Puerto
one.
Rico,
You know what I mean?
Dominican Republic, definitely.
Like and they have like, dude, if you're like, I'm fine with the World Baseball Classic. I don't have a hot take, but like, if you're a Mets fan, you hate it.
Yeah.
Like, that's simple.
There's so many people.
If Aaron Judge would played in that and like tore his ACL, I would
crazy.
ban that fucking thing for life. Like, I would be so bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Trey Turner though. Trey Turner had like 5 home runs.
that at bat,
He's
Schwarber
great.
versus Darvish, he hit like 8 home runs.
That reminded me of
And one of them, they didn't even mention it on like the broad. Like, he literally hit it almost out of the stadium, and it was a dome.
I
Like, it was
compared
like
it to myself. If you're a Quincy listener watching, I remember facing Matt Gorham back in Little League and fucking playing at like Quarrier, and I would just feed it on the inside because I knew he would just hit it foul. I think he hit like 4 home runs on the other field foul. And then the next one, I was like, all right, fuck it, dude. I was just going to get the next at bat, fucking like 100 feet over the fence.
Oh, yeah, dude. No, it was unbelievable. I think it was like an 11-pitch at bat with like 2 balls and like 9 home runs.
That ball was
like, it was unbelievable.
That home
dude.
run was laugh out loud funny. That was the furthest ball I've ever seen. I'm not even exaggerating. He hit a piss missile, and now they said he has a home run in every big game of every MLB playoff series. What was it, like Cape Cod?
Yeah,
World
it was
Series,
everything. Yeah, like ALDS,
and World Baseball
NLCS, all
Classic
of it.
champion. Like, he's hit a home run and everything. Guy just hits fucking nukes.
Waltham, baby.
Do we stand? What's the take? Like World Baseball Classic or World Series? Which one is more important?
I would say the World Series. I just think it means a lot to your country. But if you're, if I'm rooting for the Red Sox in the World Series, if Steele's rooting for the Yankees in the World Series, I think I know who I'm getting more hyped up for to win.
Oh yeah, no, we care about the World Series more because like it's our teams. Yeah, like that's like
USA being versus Japan. Not even.
Like,
I guess a
that
lot
was
of
the World
USA people
Series to
probably didn't
Japan.
even know about it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's definitely a portion. Yeah, there's definitely a portion.
But like you said,
But, like,
if it was the MLB, we would all know like our
Yeah.
team's in it. So
Like,
that stands up for it right there.
no, like
That's
every
the
single
argument.
person in Japan watched that game. Every single person in Japan watched last night.
That's
They-
fair.
they said when
As they should.
Japan.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely
Japan
agree.
and Mexico played in the semis. Like at whatever percentage of like Mexico and Japan, it was like over 50%. Like TVs were watching.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that was an electric game too.
Yeah.
That was
Is it
absolutely
series? Do
incredible.
they do like series for
Just
these?
one and done.
One and done.
So round robins, top 2 teams advance from like 4 pools, final 8, and then you 1 elimination.
Maybe I'll tune in next time. Probably not.
It was.
Who am I kidding?
I mean, a couple takeaways. I'm a big Cedric Mulligan's guy on
Yeah.
the Orioles. I think he's a hell of a player. A couple other guys. Just trying to think here who played where. I mean, Nolan Arenado is the most solid third baseman to ever play the game.
When they brought that guy in, and I think it was the 8th inning.
Jason Adam.
No, I hate that
He
guy.
sucks. He's an
Ray's
asshole.
asshole.
Worse.
I hate
Yeah.
that guy. But when they brought the other guy in the 8th inning, I don't know anything about the guy. Don't care about the analytics. Like, they were just like on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I was like, you're throwing a pirate? I was like,
risky move.
I was like, all America's got for the 8th inning of this game is a Pittsburgh Pirate. I was like, are you kidding me? And he did good. And then
Did
we
his
brought in
job.
Devin Williams, who is just that changeup might be the filthiest pitch of the
It's
game.
so nasty. That was my first time really. What team is he on?
Brewers.
Brewers. Oh yeah, he's.
But if you follow Pitching
seen the
Ninja, you'll
Brewers.
see him like literally every day.
Oh wow.
Like he's there. Like that changeup might be the filthiest pitch
Well,
in all
people
baseball.
who weren't really focused in on it, like that's the only problem with the World Baseball Classic, and I completely understand it. All the hitters will play because, like, I don't know, like just get rips of hitting, but like pitchers won't pitch because they have a certain innings they reach it like when they play on their major league team, so no one wants to pitch. So like we had Adam Wainwright and like who's the guy? Not Brad Penny, Lance Lynn, who are top 2 pitchers. They're both like 40 years old. So like,
dude,
not even in the top.
Adam
20.
Wainwright's just trying to get on the mound as much as he can
Yeah.
at this point.
And he pitched well. I think he pitched pretty well.
Yeah.
Besides an inning.
I mean, he's still got the curve.
Yeah.
That thing hasn't gone anywhere.
And the guy who should have been the MVP, future Yankees killer, Masataka Yoshida. Boston Red Sox.
Nice pronunciation.
Whatever.
I'll know it now for the rest of my.
He got hot at the end. My future first baseman, Japanese Babe Ruth Murakawa, whatever the fuck it was.
They can
I don't even know what you just said.
Neither do I. But that guy is a Yankee bucket.
The commentator last night compared his game to Kyle Schwarber. I'm like, that's not like that's the first thing from the truth. He's like a rich. I think he's like a rich man's Bill Miller. I think that's a good one.
That sucks even more.
Miller.
Bill
Miller.
Miller. He's a rich man. Bill Miller. Bill Miller was like pretty good.
Go
This
deep and
guy's better.
strike out. I don't want a Bill Miller hit batting like 330. I don't need
They
that.
said he only strikes out like 30 times a year. Hit that big home run in the semis against Mexico. I was just very.
Is he on our team?
Yeah, Red Sox. He's the Red Sox
he's that
signed him.
guy we had been talking
Yeah.
a long time ago. Okay.
It was
And
also-
he fucking killed it. He batted like 500.
It was also like there's definitely been a change in baseball in Japan with like how like obviously they won the championship, but just like throughout the tournament how fired up they were.
Oh yeah.
Like Japanese players in America like didn't smile until like 2015. Like you never would have saw it.
Now
Like,
they're having a little fun with it or something.
other than Ichiro and Matsui a little bit, but
Their
the rest
pitches
of
were
them,
nasty too. They had a staff game last night. They were just mowing them down. The only person who I thought was in question was you, Darvis. And I think he got out with a double play. I thought that was finally when the tide was going to turn. No, was that the 9th when Mookie Betts ground the double play?
yeah.
Yeah, that was a killer because you got the 9 batter on base and then you had Mookie Betts and Trout. Oh, that double play kills you.
Yeah.
Kills you.
Mookie Betts loser.
Speaking of future winners, switching stuff now, the New England Patriots signed Mike Gesecki.
Yes.
Formerly of the Miami Dolphins. Good pick. I think we called it last week.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he's had a few good games against us, like particularly.
Yeah, good to see, them coming back with, I think a vengeance of not settling for having a shitty offseason. They cut Jalen Mills and then they brought him back on a not as good a salary like that.
Yeah.
So Jalen Mills is back.
The only thing I don't like about the Gesecki thing is like I was pretty fired up when we got Jonnu Smith sit too, and I think I'm shook a little bit.
I don't
the
know
tight
though,
ends scare me.
because they're all big. The Patriots are always big on tight ends being able to block first and do everything out. Mike Gesecki is like a poor man's Travis Kelce. Like he's not going to really block for you, but he's going to catch some footballs.
No, he will. He's
And if
definitely
you-
a target.
If you can get a target going, I think that's what you need out of this offense.
Help anyway.
I like the pickup. I saw
No, I do. It's just like I'm scared because of Jonnu Smith.
Bert Breer SI today said that the Pats aren't getting DeAndre Hopkins. Do I buy it? No. Do I believe him? I don't know.
Nah, let's go.
Scott Zolak of 985 The Sports Hub, was on Steele Nazz,
friend of the
friend
pod.
Guest of the year.
did say on today's show that expect big news tomorrow morning from the New England Patriots. Big news.
I like that.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Mexican balls in July.
They definitely already have him there, dude. They're trying to be diverse as possible.
Yeah. Good God.
I hope it's a good year. I'd love to get back on this train. I would.
Yeah,
But
he was.
until it's like I don't even know. I gotta see what Mac's about.
Dude, we're about,
Targets up the ass. It's gonna only make him look worse when he can't hit him.
we're about to have Aaron Rodgers in this division. Miami and Buffalo are already better than us, dude. It's not going to be smooth sailing, I'm telling you right now.
We can beat Aaron Rodgers twice. Look at the positives
That'd
here.
be sick because I know the jersey he's wearing.
It would be great to just make Aaron Rodgers really regret going to the fucking
Yeah,
Jets to end his
that's the
life.
goal. If I hope the Jets go 4-13 max. I hope that god awful. I hope it's like his fault. I hope he's bad.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
that would make it even better.
That would be
actually.
so sick.
Closing
see.
on the Patriots, Donta Hightower retires after I think he played about like 12 years. 3 Super Bowl titles with the Patriots. What's your big takeaway from his career? Unbelievable Patriot, I think.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. He was lights out, and I mean, he's a 3-time Super Bowl champ, and he's a big reason of 2 of them. Like 2 of them don't happen without a play by him. He stops Marshawn Lynch on the tackle, and he gets the fumble in 28-3.
Think about that. Even like the first one though, like if they don't win that one, what happens to the rest of them?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you never know what can happen.
Like he is one of the biggest members of the second dynasty, the Patriots.
Yeah, and he made a big hit. I think he's like he's the Willie McGinnis to these 3 Super Bowls. That Willie
Maybe
McGinnis.
Brewski, more of a linebacker. Maybe. I mean, that we are complimenting him regardless.
Yeah,
it doesn't really. We're
I
nitpicking
think,
here.
I think he has more stature than Teddy Bruschi. Like I have so much respect for Dante Hightower. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, I
he's a Pro
agree.
Football
I
Hall of
completely
Famer.
agree. I completely agree.
Or McGinnis and Brewski Hall of
No,
Famers?
McGinnis is Bruschi won't be a Hall of Famer.
Oh.
That's my point of saying, yeah, he was a linebacker, but he's a little bit better than Bruschi.
No, yeah, well, I wasn't
he's a
going
good
for
fit.
like
That
better.
is-
I was going
that
like
is the
more like
differences.
Patriot kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, Patriot way. I like that. And he kind of he knew when it was time. I think he took a year to mull it. He obviously his
Yeah.
last year he was kind of slow as shit. So that's kind of how it goes with linebackers once you kind of lose it. But Alabama guy, Roll Tide, absolute savage.
I was jacked up when we drafted him because I hated him so much. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Those
I
are
was
your
like,
favorite
we got
draft picks? The ones you hate?
Listen, man. Yeah, absolutely.
The ones who hurt you?
I hate a lot of the good teams. Like, you know what I mean? Draft the Bama guy. I'm fine with that. I don't hate Georgia, though. So, like, now it's draft the Georgia guy, and I'm all in.
All right, so we'll close on the Patriots there.
You don't want to get into March Madness stuff?
Well, I got it up right now.
Close in on
Yeah,
the
we-
Patriots
we're-
stuff.
Oh.
Close on the Patriots stuff.
I thought you were ready to wrap it.
You still got
I was going to say it was my first weekend gambling on March Madness. Don't shut me off on that.
Oh,
Look
I
out.
thought Menery was still in your ear. It seems like it is. But yeah, tell me about your gambling a little bit then. I like that.
It was rough. It was rough. Like, just it being St. Patrick's Day, being drunk all the time, asking for winners, like just harassing people for winners because I don't fucking know a thing. Like, anyone who told me this is the way to bet, I was like, okay. And I won 3 games, bro. Like,
Did you bet,
Anton helped me get out of holes, but it was a mess.
did you,
Luckily, I wasn't betting much.
did you bet all college basketball?
Only, and it was just a ride.
Was
And
it
I
like-
was just drunk most of the weekend or at work, so I was it was just a rush. It was a great rush.
It's a great rush. It's a
Like,
great
it made,
rush.
I loved it. I don't know if I'll go back to it, though. It was so tough betting those games. Like, there's such toss-ups.
I probably went like 2-15 on college basketball this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
That
brutal.
Pavel Zaka money gone.
Don't worry, you got tomorrow night.
I haven't added any credit into it at all. Had a little credit saved over from Arizona. Got it up. Now it's all the way gone. Only bet I have riding left is my Houston. Is it Cougars?
Yeah.
Houston Cougars to win
win
it
it.
all. 100 to win, 500, 5-1 odds. They got your Miami Hurricanes Thursday night. I think Friday night.
Friday. He
This-
doesn't even know when the game starts.
This podcast
and I'm supposed to
might
fear
come-
Houston?
Might come out on Friday or Saturday. Houston
Doesn't matter.
best betting odds. Steele, who has the best chance to get to the Final Four and why?
UConn, baby.
Because
Let's
no
go.
other reason why.
There's no other reason why. No, they got Jordan Hawkins, who's being the guard that's taking them. That's always been their thing. Shabazz Napier, Kemba Walker. And they have a big man, Sonogo. That guy's an absolute monster. He averaged like 12 and 11 the entire year, which for college basketball is like the best center in the league, like other than fucking the Purdue guy, but who cares?
Fuck Purdue.
Alex
What a joke.
Caravan, 6'8" freshman on
Yeah,
UConn
stud.
starter.
Yep.
I covered him when I worked in the newspaper over at Metro West. Played for like Algonquin or some like bullshit team around there. As a freshman, led his team to like the state finals. He was nasty.
Good. Yeah,
Uh,
see? I mean, you went to UConn and from around here. I mean, that's impressive.
That's
That's like
very
where you
impressive.
want to go around here.
Exactly. Left that bum school after his freshman year.
And playing with Houston playing the U, like the U knocked out Indiana in both tournaments, like on back-to-back days, and like the U social media was unbelievable, just trolling Indiana.
Men's and
Like
women's.
yeah, men's and women's. Like they beat them by like they pumped them in the men's. I think the women's won by a buzzer
Who do you
beater.
got winning your women's bracket?
I don't have one. I don't have the U. Why not? Why not? But I don't know. I think. I mean, what are the games? I mean, like I'm obviously rooting for UConn, but like legit.
Let's off some games for the weekend.
Princeton made it as a 15 seed. They beat Arizona and Missouri. They're going to play Creighton, and they have the good chance to win.
That's the
Friday night.
sweet.
Princeton's scary.
Yeah.
That's the
Who'd
sweet.
they beat in the second round?
Missouri, 7th seed.
Yeah, I lost that bet. I remember that one.
That's the one. Like that's the Sweet 16 matchup. Like you look at your bracket and like you're not that mad you didn't pick that.
No,
like Creighton, Princeton, like fuck.
And the story,
like I didn't have that. You know
the
what I
story
mean?
of it all, the 1 seed upsets the 16 seed upsets the 1 in who's this? Fairleigh Dickinson. Guy gets Rick Pitino gets the job at St. John's. The day after they lose the FAU in the tournament, they get bounced. The Fairleigh Dickinson coach takes the Iona open position. Fucking dude, all you gotta do is win a game in the tournament. Dude, you got a new job, new salary, new.
I feel
new
like
life.
it
I
was
like that guy too.
Good guy.
He had good vibes.
I feel
Is
like
San
it was-
Diego State still in it?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I'm riding them. They're actually winning.
They're good.
They're playing the Tide. They're playing Alabama.
I won a good bet on them with Anton that
good.
morning. We started our morning hot. We fucking Duke. Duke. I hate Duke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
they
I,
suck.
I
Duke
hate
cost
Duke
me
too,
on
man.
multiple levels.
Kansas sucks too.
If there's
Yep.
one team I'm rooting against in March Madness right now, it's probably like Bama.
Bama.
Like, get out of basketball, Bama.
Michigan
You already
State's
got football. Leave me alone.
Michigan State's a pretty good story.
They're
They
having a
upset
good run.
Marquette.
They're having a good run.
Sam Hauser, who plays on the Celtics, his brother plays on the team.
Well,
We always
Bama
gotta
threes.
love Izzo.
well, yeah, Michigan
Michigan
State's like the opposite of Purdue.
Yeah, they're like
Purdue, it doesn't matter what seed they are. They're gonna be losers. I thought they'd be Fairleigh Dickinson. I'm not gonna act like that, but like Michigan State, whatever seed they are, they're gonna make like the Sweet 16. Like Michigan State's gonna get it done.
when has anyone ever in humankind ever said, "Oh my God, you guys upset Purdue"? No one.
The other
Purdue.
the other 16 seed that beat a 1 seed. The 1 seed was Virginia. It was definitely a much bigger deal when they lost.
Yeah.
Not just because
Virginia's
it was the first,
frauds.
but because
Those guys-
everyone was like Purdue. Like, yeah, like no shit. Like
Virginia's
Purdue
frauds.
Virginia's also for
I've
that.
never called that them losing that first game. That was I could see it coming.
was my
I was like,
last-
how are they gonna blow this?
I had a last leg of the tees. I had Virginia minus a half. Once that guy threw the ball in the air, I was like, dude, we're done.
That was electric. That was
Uma
Portnoy's reaction to that was electric.
Furman.
all time fucking March Madness loser. What are you doing, pal? We were watching that live in Nashville, and we were like, "No way, dude! What do you do?" Like everyone was
And
screaming.
then to
at
hit the
that guy.
three, you got to hit the three
No,
still.
he drained
most-
it. No, once you throw that pass up and
It's
they
game
get it
over.
like that, that guy already drained that. That's over. You
No,
lost.
There's like a list. You can get fouled. You can get a turnover in the own end. You can legit launch it like out of bounds the other way. All that being said, they still had a timeout. So all you gotta do is call a timeout, dude. You get the ball on the other side.
Guy
I
just
didn't even know
Fucking
that.
idiot.
Guy
They had
just
a
chucked
timeout.
it.
Oh my
Nah,
God, I
loser.
hope that kid's dead.
Yeah, oh boy, that you might want to.
No, it was-
you're fine.
No, he's fine. I hope he's
fuck
fine.
him. No,
Yeah.
no.
No, but it was a big one. I think we went 3 for 3 on like because I think when we were talking about choke artists, we were like, yeah, Purdue, Virginia, and Arizona. Like I think we went 3 for 3 on those teams.
Good.
Because like you should like when Virginia actually won the title, that was one of the most shocking.
I
things
wish
I've
I
ever seen.
yeah. Relying on old teams' names is a tough one. I
Well,
mean, I hope Danton's information he was giving me was good, but he hadn't been watching fucking college basketball all year.
Watch.
He was watching for like 2 weeks. Well,
Yeah.
past
I
week. he had
forgot
been
to bring it up in
watching.
the intro. I should have said in the intro, but I whatever he is with those freaks on like Twitter, that like
NFTs.
yeah, like Sky Twitter. He was a speaker of like
Recently?
that's just last night of like
Uh,
25 people. My Twitter goes like
Anton is speaking.
yeah, Anton is speaking, so I was like, all right, let's see what's up.
I gotta stop
He's
missing
literally
these.
like talking to these like fucking weirdos.
You clicked on that?
I was like, this kid's talking. I wanted to hear this.
I gotta tune in. Is
You
it
gotta
is it a
tune in.
good take?
For like, it's one of those things you want to see for like 20 seconds. You're like, all right. But like, that's what I'm working all day. That's what your time is. Fucking
He's working.
chugging.
He's probably doing that while he's at work, and he's watching March Madness game, and he's trying to give winners. He would have a very different take on my gambling week. He was like, "I hate gambling Magic. This guy sucks." Like he's just in here begging and complaining all day long.
Gonzaga or UCLA?
Zaga.
That's a big one.
I like UCLA. UCLA's been playing some good basketball.
Who's SDUSU got?
As
Alabama.
Bama, yeah.
are you saying Cindy
I'm
Hook?
riding that. I think I'm betting them. I'm gonna get back in the betting game and ride high
It's not
with
a
my
bad bet.
Aztecs.
What's the spread? Let's see. Spread
knows?
is 7.5 points. I like that.
Only one ACC team left, boys.
Plus 270
They're
to
taking
win.
down Houston.
Who do you think's win the championship still?
Like legitimately, UConn.
Okay, I got Houston, but
Like they're my pick. Like
I love how you asked that after
I can
he
pull up my
defended- yeah,
bracket.
he
like I
loves
picked up
UConn.
UConn. Yeah.
I got the Aztecs.
UConn.
Miracle run to
All
the
right,
end.
so let's see UConn
Arkansas is
Friday.
really good.
They could beat Arkansas. All right, so then they're going to play Gonzaga, UCLA. That's when they lose to UCLA. Going to be a hell of a year, though. Elite Eight. I mean, great showing. Great showing.
Going to take down UCLA. Why would they not take
What's
down
my
UCLA?
road look like? What's your road look like?
My road, we're going to take down Miami. Miami got lucky against Indiana. We're going to
They
go.
literally pummeled them.
We're going to go.
They won by like
We're
16.
probably going to play.
On what planet did they
We're
get?
probably going to play Xavier. Xavier is going to be a hell of a team. We're probably going to win by like 5 points. Get to the Final Four. Take on UConn. Win by 1 billion. And then play San Diego State in the finals and win by 2.
All right.
There's a chance there's a U versus UConn Final Four, isn't there?
Does
that line up like that?
in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
In the semis,
That would be so wild for me. I'd have to pick UConn because like, it's
Madness.
basketball.
Wow,
but, like,
that's madness.
it's been like I've been a UConn guy my whole life in basketball. The U was the football team, but the U's become good at basketball.
I do think it delivered extra this year with the St. Patrick's Day falling. I don't know. It was just awesome all the games this year. They were fucking. Maybe it was gambling on them. Something about this year was my favorite March
the
Madness.
one was cool.
The first weekend of March Madness is one of the best sporting events.
It really
of the year.
is.
Ever.
It might be the best one. It literally might be because it's just 4 days
it's the
of
best part of the
constant
year.
nonsense. Like, it really
Legit.
Kicks off the whole tournament. Then when the tournament winds down, you get NHL, NBA playoffs.
Yeah, it
Anyone
starts,
who
it
likes
kicks it off.
baseball, MLB comes back, and then once the playoffs are over, it kind of sucks till football comes.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
You're there,
Horse racing maybe this year we'll get into.
folks.
You're gonna make gambling illegal in the state again.
Shut me down.
Want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hedge Better making this all possible. Big shout out to Justin Fine here. Good dude.
Oh yeah.
Big shout out to Sled Edge Fitness and Performance and Braintree. Craig Kelly, keep doing what you're doing. Trying to get, a Sled Edge on the competition come summertime. 101 French Avenue, Braintree, Massachusetts. Hit it up. The law office of Patrick J. Foley. He's going to be in studio next week discussing his fundraiser for the Boston Marathon, which is going to be held April 1st, Saturday. Not this, couple Saturdays. Not
one
this Saturday,
Saturday.
next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
7 p.m. at JJ Foley's. I know
The
you've
one
been
and
there.
only.
Big tilt.
Big tilt. Also, Seaport Social. Get out there.
Stopped
Get a
in for
nicer
lunch
out.
today, actually,
Oh.
after the big menagerie.
Oh wow! Did Showtime go?
Showtime went. We got a couple happy dads.
Nice.
Which was classic.
Seaport season's
Showtime
coming,
got
people.
the
It's
short
getting
rib,
nice out.
looked delicious. I got a burger, fries, and a nice pickle. Fucking delicious.
Oh,
Head on
nice.
down. Bartender was great.
You take down that pickle.
We split it actually. We
That's
split the
majestic.
pickle. We had a great day.
You guys had a fucking
We
day.
had a day.
I
I
can't believe
can't
you
wait
made
till-
it. I can't believe you made it here.
Yeah, I was riding so high. I was like, I gotta get out of work. I said I was sick. There wasn't a shot in hell I was going to fucking work after that.
Hell yeah! That's all from Steele Nazz out there. Episode 117. Wrap it up. Let's call it 2-in-1, boys. We got 2 episodes 1 week. Bang.
Yeah,
Bang.
big ones.
It's madness. March.
March Madness. Let it rip.